Let's do market research the fun way. Without opening 30 browser tabs, forgetting which article said what, and ending up with a half-baked Google Doc that dies in a folder. This is MarketGeist. We built it to turn messy market research into something structured, visual, and actually useful for making decisions. The heart of MarketGeist is the workspace. Think of it like your market research war room, minus the fluorescent sadness. Each workspace is built around one market, one company, or one strategic question. Inside it, you get a visual canvas, AI-powered intelligence blocks, a chat assistant that understands your workspace, structured reports, and decision tracking. So instead of juggling 10 tools, you build the whole thinking process in one place. The first move is simple. Create a workspace around a real question, not something vague like research stuff. We want a sharp topic, something like online payment processing, B2B CRM market, or should we enter this niche? The clearer the question, the better the workspace becomes at organizing your intelligence. Now for the good part. On the left, you've got your intelligence toolbox, market reports, competitor analysis, stock scans, social trends, SEO audits, news search, annual reports, sales plays. Market overview, customer segments, pain points, positioning gaps, pricing analysis, pestle, five forces, SWOT. This is where MarketGeist stops being just another report tool and starts acting like a full-on strategic thinking machine. I usually start with a market report because it gives me the big picture first. I drag it onto the canvas, enter the market I want to analyze, and let MarketGeist do the research. What comes back is structured, which is the whole point. We're not dumping raw data in your lap and wishing you luck. We give you a summary, opportunities, threats, recommended actions, and a cleaner view of the landscape so you can understand what matters fast. So right here, this node becomes the foundation. It tells me what's happening in the market, where the momentum is, what risks I need to care about, and where the opportunities might be hiding. This is what I love about workspaces. Every insight becomes a visible object on the board. Research is no longer trapped in paragraphs. You can actually see your thinking take shape. Next, I start mapping the competitive landscape. I'll drop a company node in the middle, then add competitor analyses around it. Maybe direct competitors, maybe adjacent players, maybe substitute products. And now, the canvas starts to become a real market map. Instead of reading one isolated competitor brief and then trying to remember it later, I can place everything in context and connect it visually. This is where the workspace gets deliciously unfair for anyone still doing manual research. I can layer in customer segments to understand who buys, pain points to understand what annoys people, pricing analysis to see where the money tension lives, social trends if I want to catch momentum early, news search if I want recent signals, SEO if I want to see how visible a player really is. And under the hood, MarketGeist is pulling from live sources across the web: financial filings, trends, social platforms, job signals, patents, news, and more. So this is not just AI daydreaming in a nice interface, it's grounded intelligence. And then there's the chat. This is where things get really fun, because the assistant here understands the workspace. It's not some random chatbot pretending to remember your project. It can look at the board, understand the context, and help you push the research further. I can ask it to find gaps, tell me what I'm missing, suggest the next best analysis, summarize the strongest opportunity, or challenge my current conclusion. It feels less like searching and more like collaborating. Once the canvas is rich enough, I switch over to report. This is where the messy middle turns into something polished. Every component on the canvas can feed into a structured report, which means I can go from visual exploration to something client-ready, founder-ready, or investor-ready without starting from scratch. It's one of the biggest superpowers in the whole product. Think visually, communicate clearly. And of course, when you're ready to take it somewhere else, you can export it. MarketGeist supports exports to PDF, CSV, and PPTX, which means your research can move straight into a shareable report, a strategy deck, or a presentation instead of being locked inside the tool forever. The workspace is designed to help you not just analyze the world, but choose a move. So that's how we do market research in MarketGeist. Start with a focused workspace. Build your understanding visually on the canvas. Add intelligence where the picture is weak. Use AI chat to sharpen the analysis. Turn it into a structured report. Then turn the report into a decision. And once you know what matters, you can keep watching the market with ongoing monitoring and signals instead of repeating the whole process from zero every time. Much cleaner, much faster, much less nonsense.